Greetings and welcome back to another episode of the Aaron Jacobs Podcast. I'm Aaron Jacobs, a former public school band director in the state of Ohio for the last 15 years, 10 of which are spent at Avon West of Cleveland. And today, I'm talking about mindset around health and fitness goals. Because now that I'm doing this instead of being a band director, you can imagine I'm having a lot of conversations with a lot of people about their health and fitness goals. I've seen some common pitfalls that I want to talk about today and how people need to shift their mindset. The amount of investment people are willing to give is very low for the amount of return they expect to get. It does come down to you get what you pay for. And yes, am I trying to be like, the greedy capitalist pig that is now becoming an online fitness coach? No, I'm not. But just to give you perspective here. So when I was first trying to get a hold of my health and fitness, for the first, I would say almost 10 years of my teaching, I had no nutrition plan, no fitness plan. I was doing everything on my own, no coach, was very unsuccessful and very inconsistent. And until I got coached, until I invested in coaching myself, I didn't have that. And I wasn't successful until I invested more resources, yes, money, toward coaching. So CrossFit gym membership on average is going to be between $150 and $200 a month, maybe. And it wasn't until I did that, and I even paid when I first started CrossFit, I paid more on top of that. I was paying closer to $300 a month, I think, because I also wanted nutrition coaching because I'd never had that before. So I went all in when I started for the first 6 months. And let me tell you, it was worth it because now here I am. And now so much so that I went and got my own nutrition coaching certification and can now help other people do the same thing that I've done. It really wasn't until I made the investment in myself with resources that actually made me put some of my own livelihood at stake to get to where I needed to be. I didn't make any progress. And that's just what it comes down to. If you're not willing to make the sacrifice to invest in yourself, you're not going to get to where you want to be or maintain it. You'll do these short sprints where you'll extreme diet, you'll do these super restrictive diets, you'll cut your calories like crazy, you'll feel like shit, and then you're going to just eat all of that back. You're going to binge eat it back eventually if you don't find a way to sustain it for life. And let me tell you, the way I live in terms of my own personal health and fitness, I think it's a vacation 24/7, man. I think I live a vacation with the body I get to live in now. And believe me, I've earned it. Make no mistake about it. It didn't just happen by accident. Dude, I wasn't athletic in high school. I wasn't strong in high school. I wasn't really an athlete in high school or college or even after that. This is the most athletic physique I've had my entire life by far is right now. And I'm 38. I'm a man. I'm almost 40. If you know where that quote comes from, I love you. And now that I'm on the other side of making what was a huge transformation in 3 months, and then I've built so many habits on top of that, I can tell you that there's a huge mindset shift that needs to take place that shifted with me. And it's getting in a room and being around people that are incredibly fit or have achieved way more than you, and being around them and learning from them. I had no concept of what was possible for the average person to do. I didn't know the average person could eventually work their way into be able to doing something like ring muscle ups with enough time and consistency and effort. And a lot of people just look at fitness as, oh, I just want to get a little healthier. I just want to lose 5 to 10 pounds. You know what? That's not fucking good enough. That's not good enough to maintain your health and fitness. You need to have bigger goals than that. That's why people that are truly healthy for a lifetime, you see them document their journey about okay, they finally go okay, well, you know what? I'm going to go from couch to 5K. And then you see them go, cool, I'm going to run a 10K now. Cool, I'm going to run a half marathon. I'm going to do a full marathon. I'm going to do an Ironman now. And so the people that do that and continuously level up to go and accomplish bigger things, yeah, eventually you have to retire from that. You can't keep doing that to yourself. Shout out Chris Bumstead. May his career rest in peace. He's doing fine now. He's doing just fine now, but he's retired from bodybuilding recently. If you've not heard that, he's probably the best bodybuilder ever, probably in the history of ever, potentially. So God bless Thebum. He's fantastic, but he doesn't actually talk like that much. But that guy, he also got to a point where he had aspirational goals for his health and fitness, and yes, eventually they do run out, and eventually you do have to back off from that and find different goals. But the thing is, most people never even get to the point where they have to retire from their peak fitness. Most people never even get there. So why not make the effort? Why not be in the mindset of, well, what can I do? What is possible for me to be able to do if I actually commit to this? The average person goes so much farther than they think they can. You can bench more than you think you can. You can deadlift more than you think you can. You can do gymnastics movements and skills and things that you never thought possible. If you start getting in a room or around people who have done it before, or a coach, how you doing, that have done it before, you can do much more than you think you can. And once you start feeling the sense of pride and accomplishment that comes from doing things that you've never done before, that the average person isn't willing to do, the amount of confidence that you feel from that, you will be addicted to being healthy. So having big goals doesn't necessarily mean you're always going to get them. You might fall short in the time frame that you've given yourself, and that's okay. When you start seeing the results little by little, and in that first month, sometimes it's just someone compliments you. One of my clients actually told me that she went to see the dentist, and she said that, oh, I was in the chair with the dental hygienist, and the dental hygienist, because dental hygienists are all up in your face. She was like, yeah, my dental hygienist commented that, she's like, yeah, you lost weight? I can see it in your face. She's been working with me for a number of weeks. Like, her time with me has been like, 3 weeks, maybe? And she's already getting a compliment from her dental hygienist on that. That's super cool, right? You'll love to hear that. And so once you start feeling the pride that comes along with making the effort to do those things, that just it's a snowball rolling downhill. But if you try to come in with a low investment mindset, that and you treat it as if it's a low investment for you, you're going to get low investment results. It's the Planet Fitness model. If you come in with the Planet Fitness mindset, you're going to get Planet Fitness results. Now, I will say the people that have a Planet Fitness membership that use it regularly and then are following a training plan, they're probably getting great results if they're also mindful of their nutrition. They probably are. And they're breaking the business model of Planet Fitness, because most people that make Planet Fitness money are not using the Planet Fitness regularly. They are just paying their monthly $10 to $15 or whatever it is and just not using the damn thing. Planet Fitness makes so much money off people not using their gyms. It is obnoxious. And if you're not willing to make big investments in your health and your fitness, don't expect big results and don't expect to make a permanent change for the rest of your life. Low investment, low results. Pretty much how it goes. So if you're going to commit, fucking commit. If you want low effort for big results, don't expect what you want. You got to want it bad enough to want to commit your time and your resources to get where you want to be. Thank you all very much for listening today to this episode of the Aaron Jacobs Podcast. We are talking all about a mindset shift that people need to have to actually maintain a truly healthy and fit lifestyle. Everyone take care and be well and commit.